Let's just go live. All right. It's Mark Rushton of the MarkRushtonGallery.com. It is Sunday, May 8th, 2022. And just trying to, I went live a little quick here, but that's okay. This video is called The Future of Art and Music from Mark Rushton. Kind of a Sunday self-assessment here. I did not make a video yesterday. Not that anybody missed it, right? Nobody emailed me and said, "Oh, Rushton, how come you didn't make a video yesterday?" I was busy yesterday. I had stuff. I was on the road, and then I got home, and I was just like completely fried. But thought about a lot of stuff yesterday, and did some work this morning, and I'm just kind of taking a break from that right now, and just kind of want to share my thoughts here with regard to several different topics, and largely with regard to the art and music, which is what I always talk about here. And so the discussion topics are going to range from Instagram Reels and posts, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, the Pond 5 Music Library, Ambient Rushton Podcast, building playlists, the gallery website, all that sort of stuff. So I'm just going to kind of just visually run through everything here and sort of give my thoughts and assessment, and just I got to talk to somebody. I'm gonna talk to the camera, right? Yeah, that's right. And we're going to start off here with the Instagram picture of the day. And today, just a picture of just right outside the studio here of a few of my original paintings there within, you can sort of see there. And the staircase leading down there. Yeah, I just called it Art House. Join my mailing list at markrushtongallery.com, and just, trying to get people to, people who stumble upon it, perhaps you'd like to explore a little further, right? People do that. They do that. You never know. You never know. People are always looking for something out there. So just nothing in particular, just a shot of outside the studio there and kind of what it looks like. And I kind of had to brighten up the color, the lighting and stuff like that, because I don't have like a lighting studio out here like here. I get the nice gray day, yet another gray day going on outside. But Mother's Day, yeah, that's what I had to go to town for Mother's Day yesterday. That was one of the reasons why I went out of town. But took care of that. That's good. Saw mom, saw dad. That's good. And did a lot of thinking on the drive, and all the stuff that's going on here. And I'd really I've done a lot this year. I've done a lot as far as just rebooting everything, starting the Mark Rushton Gallery, rebooting the Ambient Rushton podcast, just doing the promotion that needs to be done as far as building the gallery up over a long period of time. And so again, Instagram pictures are a way of doing that. The other one is the Instagram Reel. And let's see if I can, I guess because I'm on the web here, I'm not on this dumb phone here. But anyway, there's some music playing there. My track Swipe Right Monta Vista from Hunto Contributions number 3 will play there. I can actually, that looks kind of, I think you heard a little bit of that there anyway. I'm not going to play the music in the video. I don't have to do that because this is in all of the videos here. Well, it's not all the same song. It's different songs. So Reels has turned out to be really fun and interesting. I make pretty simple Reels. It's just, details of the paintings. I'll branch out from there. There's no plan, but they get views. People watch them. People hear the music, and it's fun to sort of interact with the apps and see how they work. And so Reels is done very nicely there for me. It's like, what am I up to here on the gallery? I'm down to 112 followers. I don't know what happened there. Where I was up to 114 at one point. But that's what happens, right? It's up and down, turn around. Please don't let me hit the ground, right? So yeah, all the stuff out there. All right, over to TikTok, which I've been sporadically adding to, and I've been slowly figuring it out. not figuring it out, but just starting to use it. And it's sort of an integration of both promotional aspects, and then showing off the art, and then making little artsy videos too, and then also a way of promoting my music, because my music is licensed to all of these platforms. Um, Not all of my music, it's some of my music, just because of the way distribution works and everything. Um, Eventually, every distributor should distribute to everything out there, but amazingly, in 2022, that is not the case. It's kind of fascinating, and I think a lot of artists don't recognize that. And the weird thing is that, like, a lot of streaming services don't recognize that. Like, shouldn't you try to get your stuff onto every streaming service out there? I mean, it's 2022. How long have we been in the streaming era here? Like, 10 years, something like that. Come a long way, baby. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm a big fan of it. I know I go against the grain there, because so many people out there have been trained and programmed to hate streaming. They think that artists don't get paid anything, and that couldn't be further from the truth, unless, of course, you don't have anybody listening to you, right? Or you don't know how to get listeners. You don't know how to do that sort of thing. But that's a whole nother topic there, and that's something that I have tried. Once I figured out where my listeners were coming from, I headed in that direction, and it's paid off to a certain degree. So I'm not of that sort of parochial view that streaming music is some evil. There are things within the streaming services that, I don't really like, but overall it's um a great way. I think it's a great way to consume music, but I don't know. I'm coming from the era of, I grew up in vinyl. I breezed through cassettes. I moved on to CDs, and that they have their moments and their purposes and everything like that. But streaming's good too. I just wish the apps were a little bit better. That's just me. So TikTok here. Yeah. Look, I just essentially did the same. Hold on here. Let's mute that. So essentially I did the same sort of um, short or reel or TikTok or whatever that I did with the others. It's not the exact same video, because you don't want to do that, because apparently if you do that, all the different systems sniff that out, and they can tell, and they want you to use the app. So I use the app, I spend the time, and I do that, and I build things on there. But it's also a good way to learn how the apps work, right? I just, maybe I might get more creative than this. It's just the beginning. What do that I can't show up with these things out of whole cloth making something fantastic. It's just, and I only have a certain amount of time. And so today I did my first YouTube short. Again, this is created within the YouTube app, and I've been seeing these things out here, and they're just a blatant copy of everything else. It's a little ridiculous. So this is my first one here, and who knows where it's gonna. It's gonna be interesting to see how each platform works, and what, of my music, what music is out there, and how many views it gets, and all that sort of stuff. I who kn I have no idea. This is the pilot. This is the alpha version. This is just the test bed, right? So people want to do that sort of thing, they can do that sort of thing. It's running all the time. It drives me absolutely crazy there. Is that running too? Yeah, you get on it and they just play. It's driving me crazy there. So let's get off that there, and then yeah, okay. So what was I going to do? A little self-assessment here. I'm talking about that sort of stuff, um and we'll get to the gallery here in a minute. I should kind of redo this here. I'm going to have to redo the music licensing page here, because I'm not going to be so focused on disco, I think, going forward, at least for the short term. I'm going to be more interested in Pond 5, because I got an account there. I've been verified on there. I've uploaded some tracks. I've configured some tracks. I've sent one off to be for pending for review. We'll see. And then a couple of tracks I I sent them off for review, and it says needs edits, and it doesn't say what needs to be edited. It's very confusing. And again, it's the early days, and I don't necessarily understand the app fully. It didn't make any sense why one went and the other one didn't go. I go back and try to double check and make sure everything's cool. In addition to working with Pond 5, I'm adding a lot of that data that I'm adding to Pond 5. I'm putting it into Airtable first, my Airtable database, uh, and uh, and just kind of building that up too. It's just endless backroom work for the musician, for the artist, and that's okay. I have to do it at some point in time here. So I'm going to be updating this page real soon. Or I may possibly also just create a. No, I've got the podcast page. I don't need to duplicate. But the music licensing here, I'll just start talking. I'll Once I have a track approved and within Pond 5, then I will update this particular page here, and the disco stuff will be further down the list. It will remain on there, but it'll be further down, and then the Pond 5 stuff will be higher up. I'm all hands, got the jazz hands, right? And we'll group that sort of stuff together, group the podcast together. We'll find out ways to do that sort of thing. So the four, I guess it's 4 tracks that I've released on the Ambient Rushton podcast. Hold on here. Let me go over here. Let me bring it up like that. So yeah, Pretty Days. I ran into some trouble with that. Drifting, I think, is in pending. Abandoned Railroad Crossing, I've not completely edited yet and done all the metadata on. And then Overstable, that is, I think that's pending. If I'm not, I can't remember what's going on there. So once those get all into Pond 5, then I'll add some links here, and just kind of I get that, correct this here. So yeah, it's the part of the reboot of the podcast. Whew. A lot of work. And so because of all this work here, and then yeah, I'm getting back to building playlists here. I think I'm going to take, largely, for the most part, I think I'm going to take a few months off with regard to releasing new music. If I release anything, it will be from what I call the stockpile. It's a bunch of music from the past out there that I've edited, titled, and plan to release in the future. And but I think right now I've got so much going on, and not just this. There's other stuff here going on with various things, and so I need to kind of can't spend that particular amount of time working on new things and doing all that. So I think I'm just going to kind of back myself up into the cul-de-sac, keep doing the promotion stuff, keep working my catalog, build up the everything with regard to the gallery, build up everything with regard to the gallery, keep those schedules, and just see what I can do as far as shoehorning in everything. I know I'm absolutely crazy, but yeah, I think that's where I am for now. Not really working on new stuff. It doesn't mean that I won't drop things here or there. Won't possibly work. I get the itch to work on things, but I think really the primary thing is the promotional aspects of what I'm doing, and then slowly creeping into Pond 5 and continuing to do the podcast, and building playlists and distributing those. Those are the most important. Just because I get that big catalog out there, and I know the catalog is huge. It's a lot of titles and everything like that, but I don't know. I'm beyond rambling territory here. Beyond rambling territory. So, and I'm still tired from yesterday. It was a bit of driving and bit of things to do, a lot of talking and stuff. And so, but I feel good. I feel good. You know, the artist, it's always tough for the artist, right? And I think it's good for the artist to go out there and kind of talk about stuff, maybe share things with random strangers or the camera or nobody. It's okay to talk like that. But yeah, I've been doing a bunch of work and things, and I think I'm just gonna go chill out and watch some, bad driving videos. That's my thing. I need to watch bad driving videos. Those Russian dash cams, just the dash cam videos, right? All right, that's it for today. Nobody showed up. Nobody showed up live. I don't, the just chatting. Who knows? Down the road here, but all bunch of links are in the description there. It's everybody's off with mom today. I had Mother's Day yesterday, but everybody's got Mother's Day today. That's okay. That's all right. It's supposed to get hot here midweek, like 90, 91 degrees. I was wearing my winter coat a few days ago. That's Iowa for you. Soon it'll be snowing. Soon it'll be the longest day of the year. I mean, that's just like what, 5 weeks away? That's a bummer. Do you ever get the feeling you've been cheated? I do. Talk to you later.